For a lot of people, autumn is the best time of the year. We get a break from the warm weather and we get some nice cool days and nights, and the foliage of the trees and shrubs puts forth a brilliant display before it takes its long winter nap. Well, the process that leaves go through as they change colors is very interesting, and it's very similar to the processes that green fruit goes through as it changes from green to another color as it ripens. You can see some examples of these bananas I've got here, a green one and a ripe one, and the leaves also, green and then yellow with fall color. Before we begin to explain the process that leaves go through as they change from green to their bright fall foliage colors, it's first important to know what exactly leaves are. We can think of leaves as thousands of little plant food factories, and that's because plants are unique in that they can produce their own food. Carbon dioxide from the air enters the leaf. Water and oxygen from the ground is brought up from the roots, up the trunk and into the leaf, and then those ingredients in the presence of sunlight are turned into glucose. This is the process of photosynthesis, where the plant produces its own food from those ingredients in the presence of light. Now, the specific area within the leaf where this process of photosynthesis takes place is in a green pigment known as chlorophyll. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with chlorophyll, especially if you've ever done laundry. If you've ever tried to get grass stain out of any of your clothing, well, you're trying to remove chlorophyll. That's that green pigment where photosynthesis takes place inside the plant. Well, chlorophyll is a pigment that is not very long-lived. It doesn't last very long in the leaf. It's susceptible to photodegradation. In the sunlight, doing all that photosynthesis activity, it breaks down or it's degraded. The plant, in order to feed itself, has to continually produce this chlorophyll all throughout the growing season. Well, in the fall, as our days start getting shorter, this change in day length causes a reaction inside the plant to let it know that it needs to get ready to go dormant for the winter. And one of the first things it does is to stop producing chlorophyll. Well, it stops producing the green pigment, and once all of what's left is degraded, then it unmasks other pigments that were there the whole time, but yet you couldn't see them because of all the green chlorophyll. That's where we get our fall colors. If a leaf has yellow or orange fall color, that is due to a pigment known as the carotenoids, or a group of pigments known as carotenoids. It gives us that yellow and orange color of the leaves. It also gives us the yellow and orange color in our orange and yellow flowers, and the colors of squash and banana peels. And also, with a name like carotenoid, it gives us the orange color in carrots, that pigment that is inside the carrot. We've got some carotenoids there on my thumb. Well, if a leaf has colors that are red, purple, or sort of a bright red-orange, those pigments are another group of pigments known as the anthocyanins. And those pigments give color to our blue flowers, our red flowers, and our purple flowers, like we've got right here. So different group of pigments giving the color to the flowers and the red and purple leaves. It's also the same pigment that gives the blue color to our blueberries and also to the bright red color of apple pills, the anthocyanins. To get really good fall color, the weather has to cooperate. We'll see brilliant fall foliage if we have a fall that is cool, that has bright sunny days, and the conditions are sort of dry. But if we have a fall where it's warm, it's kind of humid, we get a lot of rain and it's cloudy all the time, we're going to have some pretty drab fall foliage. Another thing that is important to point out is that sometimes trees or shrubs that are well maintained, if they're well watered and well fertilized throughout the growing season, their fall color can be delayed. They'll stay greener a little bit longer. This explains why sometimes a tree outside the fence may color up a little bit quicker. Well, back to our bananas. We have the green one and the yellow one, and the green one shows us that we still have some chlorophyll in the peel, and it is still photosynthesizing, producing those sugars and transporting those into the fruit. And the yellow one here has the chlorophyll phased out, and it's ripe for the eating. And the fall foliage, whenever the chlorophyll is gone, it's ripe for viewing.